Might as well start chipping away at everyone else's stuff. Oh my. So many of them went up recently.
You. Just what are you up to?
Oh wow, do they not like each other? I think they might not like each other.
Well, if it isn't Lawrence.
Yes, it is. Try not to sound so affronted. And you're just whimsically wandering the monastery grounds again, I suppose?
Oh, naturally. After all, I really do adore the Garrick Mock Monastery.
No, I think not. That impish look on your face does not suggest innocence. You are up to something.
Lawrence, control yourself. Let's not start throwing around baseless accusations. It's not proper. This monastery is packed with 1,000 years of history. Well, 5 years shy of 1,000 if we're going for accuracy. Those pillars, these walls, even the floor, they've all seen more than we can possibly imagine. Our distant ancestors may have walked these very halls. Doesn't that excite you?
Perhaps if this were a discussion about art, but I'm afraid walls and floors are not sufficiently interesting to hold my attention. Nor will they suffice to distract me from what is plainly suspicious about you. House Regan was on the brink of collapse until they suddenly revealed you as their legitimate heir. That was only a year ago.
Ooh. Okay. Definitely makes sense as to why he didn't grow up in the lap of luxury like most nobles. Okay, okay.
Where were you before then? Are you even a true heir to House Regan?
If I weren't truly of House Regan descent, how do you imagine I acquired my crest?
A crest is insufficient. I am referring to your noble disposition or lack thereof.
A crest is insufficient. That's heresy in this world. Ray just like drops down and pulls into the shadows. How dare you?
Well, that's what I came here to hone, after all. I can only hope that you will assent to instruct me in the art of snobbery, Professor Lawrence.
I do not think you grasp the significance of the responsibility you bear. Do you even know what it means to lead the Leicester Alliance? I take no pleasure in saying this, but much of the chaos in our ranks right now is due to the failings of House Regan's leadership. I intend to set things right, and once I expose you for the fraud you are and reclaim my rightful place, that is precisely what I will do. To be blunt, it would have been better had you never shown your face here.
Sheesh, that guy. He just can't be reasoned with.
I'm guessing he was next in line to be the head of the Alliance. Like his house was the next one up. Oh well.
Ah, so I see. If one were to combine this incantation method with the power of a crest, then in theory, it should...
Hey there. Still studying, are we? Isn't it past your bedtime?
Claude, I really don't appreciate you interrupting me right now.
But if you don't get your sleep, you're never gonna grow big and strong.
Uh-huh. The last thing I need is you fretting over me as though I'm some child. I'm only a few years younger than you, you know. Hardly worth noting. Furthermore, my grades in magic and basically every other subject are far higher than yours.
Whoa there. I'm not trying to treat you like a child, I promise. This is me treating you like a princess. Now, come along, princess. Brush your teeth and get yourself ready for bed. I could read you a story if that helps.
Ugh, the audacity. Whatever it is you think you're treating me like, it's unendingly annoying.
If a child and a princess are out, what's left? Should I treat you as a noble hero? Draw your sword, Lysithea. If you wish to continue studying, you must first defeat me in battle. Come now, face me like the hero of legend that you are.
I find myself speechless in the wake of your staggering ignorance. Now, please, leave me be.
Okay, I can take a hint. But in all seriousness, you shouldn't neglect your sleep. You'll fall ill if you push yourself too hard. Oh, and just so you know, I heard a rumor that this library is haunted.
Oh my goodness. He gets to the core of things quickly.
It's probably not true. Right? Right. Anyhow, I'm off to bed. Good night.
You know, I am suddenly rather sleepy. Excuse me while I see myself out.
No matter how she tries to hide it, she's still a young girl at heart.
He really does not have the best relationships with a lot of his cohorts, does he? He really doesn't. Oh well.
Aw, are you sure? Thank you so much. You're always so kind to me. I'll have to repay you sometime.
Oh, is she getting flirty?
Lysithia? What are you doing there? Don't tell me you were listening just now and judging me getting other people to do my work for me.
Oh, right, that method of getting people to do your work for you. I get it.
I've got better things to do. Although, I do wonder why everyone is always so eager to help you. I only ask for help if they offer. I don't ever pressure people. So I've noticed. That's what strikes me as odd. I suppose they're just so taken with me, they want to help me out. I see. That would explain it. Oh dear, I was expecting you to argue, not to agree with me right away. There's no reason to deny what's clearly true. Everything about your outward appearance is immaculate and well thought out. Even your fingernails are always well kept and painted. No doubt your toenails are the same. I can't tell if you're complimenting me or accusing me of something. And you smell delightful, like candy. Or wait, am I catching a hint of floral? I'm so glad you noticed. It's oil extracted from a flower that only blooms at night. Floral oils, huh? I didn't think they had much use outside of homeopathy and house cleaning. I have some right here, actually. Here, I can give you a splash. There we go. I put it on your wrists, so you'll want to rub them together. Body heat is what activates the scent. Your wrists and your neck are relatively warm, so they're good spots to apply the fragrance.
You learn something new every day.
For a very subtle fragrance, you can also try putting it under your clothing. So, what do you think? It's lovely. Now I smell just like you, Hilda.
Wait, is that a bad thing?
Somehow, this makes me feel a little more mature. Thank you. So that's it. She just wants to feel more grown up. She's hard to read, that one. That smile, though. Who knew she could be so cute?
Oh, okay, that's what you're gasping at. The smile. Just like the realization, I must protect it. I must protect it.
Hey, Leone, are you just getting back? Whoa, what's with the bag? It's huge!
That's what she said.
Oh, this? I thought I'd get all my chores done at once. Guess it got a little out of hand. Sorry to be a pain, but could you help me out?
I'm happy to help. Where'd you go to get all this stuff?
Well, first it was just the cloth scraps from the tailor, and then it was the used oil from a restaurant in town. After that, it was the books the scholars didn't know what to do with. I mean, that was just on the way.
Whoa, it sounds like you did a lot of running around today.
It wasn't so bad. I just figured it would save time if I did it all in one trip.
Yeah, I'm a bit of the same in that way, where I just try to get everything done at once.
You planned all that out? Impressive! What are you gonna do with all that stuff you got?
The scraps will be good for dishcloths, and I can make soap from the oil. The books are just to help with my studies.
You really can't let anything go to waste, can you?
Nope, can't stand the idea.
Who knew you were so thoughtful? I mean, with actual thinking ahead. You're so generous to everyone and always making me food. I never knew how much thought you must put into it.
I cook to relax, and it's nice seeing how enthusiastic you get about eating what I make. Whatever I give away is just the stuff that isn't useful to me. I pick up all sorts of things when I'm in town. Giving things like that to people who need them or who can actually use them makes sure they aren't wasted.
That makes sense. You've got to use up the stuff you've got after all. Hey, do you think you're like this because you didn't have much growing up?
I guess times were tough now that you mention it. The folks in my village definitely aren't rich. My dad had to go through a lot of trouble to get the recommendations I needed to attend the academy. That doesn't mean I've grown up to be stingy, it just means I don't like to squander. Anyway, enough of that. It's in poor taste to go on about your own hardships. I've always got time for a meal with a friend, and it so happens I picked up some choice meat today. Why don't we share it?
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah, they seem like they'd get along really well. Quite well, even. Now, these two, oh, this'll be fun. Lorenz with anyone just feels like it's
Hey, Lawrence, got a minute?
a recipe for disaster, basically.
Certainly. I trust you're well?
Doing great. I found a load of old weapons, just got done hauling them out of storage.
Old weapons, you say? If there are any interesting swords in there, I would love to see them.
They might only be good for training, but with a little care, who knows? Here, have some oil.
And, why exactly are you giving this to me?
Like I said, they need a little care. With a bit of maintenance, some of these will really shine.
Yes, I heard you. So why did you give me the oil?
It's for polishing, Lawrence. Don't tell me you've never polished a weapon before.
Well, that is hardly a task befitting someone of my station.
And so it begins.
If you had an exquisite blade, something of real historical significance to complement my noble heritage, that would be another matter.
In that case, appraise while you polish, you're bound to find something good working through these.
This seems as fine an occasion as any to air my grievances. I am a highborn noble. As such, it is my sworn duty to protect the common folk. I have no time for trivialities. What's more, you seem to be under the misapprehension that you can order me about. Please think carefully about how you speak to me.
I'm not ordering you around, and I'm not talking to you as a noble either. I'm asking you to help me with this, as a friend.
I am your friend, but I am also a noble. Those two qualities are not mutually exclusive.
Oh, good. Let's get to it then, buddy.
Both of them are like, you're my friend, right? Yes, I'm your friend, aren't I? You're my friend too, right? Yes, you're definitely my friend. And they start choking each other. This is what friends do. Yeah. Oh, he's probably gonna just like pick on Ignatz, isn't he?
Ignatz, let us take a short break. I will pour tea. Please choose a teapot for us to use.
You want me to pick one?
I don't see any other Ignatz around here, do you? Go on now, we're wasting time. The pots are over here. I will leave the selection to your judgment.
Let's see. How about this?
That's rather plain. Why did you choose that one?
The tea you chose has a very subtle taste, as well as a smooth, light texture. Such an unassuming tea calls for an unassuming pot, and one that complements the tea's color. In addition, the pot I selected has a floral design. Although we can't go for a walk today, we can still bask a little in nature's beauty.
Very interesting. You know, you have an absolutely marvelous aesthetic eye. Precisely what I would expect from the son of a merchant house that has enjoyed the Gloucester's patronage for so many years.
And he takes credit for it. Oh my goodness.
After we graduate, when you begin your trade in earnest, I will introduce you to my father.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. But I'm afraid I'm already on the path to becoming a knight.
Ah, right, you are a second son. Still, your eye for beauty is a talent that should not go to waste. Very well. If you are to be a knight, then I shall happily take you into my service.
Well...
What, does that displease you?
Not at all. I just need a little time to think it over.
Assuming he's thought that far ahead. My goodness.
His eye for the arts is unwavering, but in all other matters he is woefully indecisive.
Are you saying I should, like, have him learn, like, 20 different... Where are you? Oh, Annette, I remember seeing that earlier. So, are you saying I should have Ignatz basically go and switch between 20 different weapons and have him never decide on which one is the one he wants to stay on?
Hi,
when are you gonna teach me magic? Is now good?
Why do I have to?
Why? Because you're way better at it than me, silly.
Is that so? I thought you were something of an honor student at the School of Sorcery.
Well, sure, but I wouldn't say I've got any kind of natural talent for it. I'm gonna have to try very hard to become as good of a mage as you are.
What is that supposed to mean? Are you implying that I don't work hard too? If you think my skills are inherent, you are sorely mistaken.
No, I wasn't saying that at all. Everyone knows how hard you work. I just meant that if I want to be as good as you, I'll have to work really incredibly hard.
And what is it you want to learn about?
Oh, so you'll teach me? Thank you so much! Actually... Oh, I get it now. I never thought about it that way before.
Look at how quickly you're picking this up. You're clearly very skilled already.
Don't be silly. You're just that good of a teacher. Your way of looking at the world is so fundamentally different from mine.
And suddenly I feel like the compliment she gave me about being a good teacher is a lot less of a compliment than I was taking it as at the time.
Do you insist on taking the conversation in that direction?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I wasn't doing that. There I go, saying the wrong thing again.
It's fine. Let's just drop it. A bit more self-confidence would go a long way for you, Annette.
Huh?
That's all I've got for you today. I need to get going now. Lots to do.
Oh, I'm so sorry to take up your time. Thanks again for teaching me.
Okay. Well, it seems Annette's all about learning. It'll make sense. That'll definitely make sense as to why she might want to change classes when that comes around. Lots of potential options for that here.
Ways to tell what we eat.
Next time, Professor.
Oh, those two probably went up, yeah. Why not?
That shopping trip took longer than expected, didn't it, Mercy? It truly did. You bought just about everything in the place. You're so good at deciding the best thing to buy. I sort of wanted it all. I mean, not that I was excessive. I think you bought just about as much as I did.
Oh, really? The number of bags you're carrying says otherwise.
What? That's... Oh, fine. You got me. I was just having too much fun. I love shopping with you, Mercy.
It was fun. It's nice going into town without having to run errands for once.
Isn't it? And I'm pretty confident the professor will forgive our little detour.
Your professor? Hanneman? Or me? 'Cause...
This actually reminds me of going to school in Verdiad.
Me too. It almost feels like that time in our lives was a story from long ago.
So much has changed since then. Oh, but there's at least one thing that hasn't changed.
Me and you, right? We're the same old friends we always were.
That's just what I was about to say.
I've known you so long I can always guess.
Mercy, we'll stay friends like this forever, won't we?
Is something wrong? You sound worried.
Are you considering maybe changing classes to the Golden Tier? What?
Since our time in the capital, so much has happened. We've had to make new lives for ourselves, and we've seen at least as many hard times as good. If things keep changing like this, I wonder if we'll be able to stay the same people we are now.
Wait, you had to make new lives? Did something force you out of the, Because I assume being in the capital, you're talking about the time at the sorcery school, right? Even Mercedes said that she met you there, right? At the beginning.
I wonder that too. I don't think everything in the future will be perfect, but it's us. So I'm sure
we'll figure it out together, right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
Oh, Mercy, I can always guess what you're gonna say.
Oh, it's getting late. We better hurry back before the professor gets angry.
You're right. Run, Mercy!
Yeah.
What? Wait for me, Annie! You know I'm not as fast as you! Run!
Yeah, better get back before Hanneman flips his lid, right? Definitely. Definitely. I do also need to learn how to do this as well. I eventually need to be able to do that if I plan to do the Dark Knight in the end.
It's me. Cooking is my...
Thanks for taking...
This... Can't...
That was... You...
Speaking of being indecisive, D, sword, lance, axe, bow. Oh, I already know what I want him to be, but man, yeah, that does sort of scream indecisive, doesn't it? Oh boy. Okay, anyone want to talk to me? No? Aw, disappointing.
Finally done. Not bad.
I see. It's all making sense now.
Guess I'm still growing.
Got a grasp on this. How's this gonna help?
I'm getting it.
Impressed yet?
A bit more skill never hurt anyone.
Is it now? Sure. I miss you, Edelgard. If only we could just get Edelgard and Claude on the same side. Ah, that's what I want. That's all I really want here.
Delicious.
You've got to try this.
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Are you telling me I should fish today? Light in the pool, what could it be? I don't know. Nobody knows. I guess I'll fish today. I didn't find anything interesting. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care that much.
The glory of...
Let's do this again sometime.
That was... Ow. Would you look at...
I'll get...
Thanks.
Hey there, Professor.
And I don't give a shit what you actually do, because I'm doing nothing with you except having you use a warm body just in case, and probably get that paralog too. That gives me lots and lots of money. Mercedes would like to spend... Okay, sure. She got up to sea quicker than I thought she would. I guess I'm not focusing down Annette as much as I thought I
Good
would.
evening, Professor. Returning from work, I take it?
Nope. I'm always working. Every single day, every single hour, every damn time.
My goodness, it's so late in the evening. That must be exhausting. Try not to overtax yourself, all right? I'm concerned for your health. We wouldn't want you to wear yourself out. The goddess won't smite you if you rely on others for help, you know.
I'm not saying that I'm not. I'm assuming if I'm out here working, it's because I'm on patrol, and that's my job. And we all work together as part of that. Well, even so.
Listen here, Professor. You might not like what I'm about to say. To be perfectly honest, I had my doubts when I first met you.
And they were all completely justified. Well, that's not surprising. Everyone should have. Well, why is that, at least from your perspective?
At first, I thought you seemed too young to be a professor. It is unusual, you have to admit. Yet you seemed very composed and mature despite your age. You're strong-willed, encouraging, and you go to great lengths to ensure that everyone is cared for. But it almost feels like you're trying too hard to be a perfect role model for your students.
Oh shit, am I found out? Is the facade finally going down? Well, it comes with the territory. You sort of have to be that model, right? That's part of the job.
If that's how you feel, then I can't disagree. But I think it's necessary to give yourself a break every now and again. The mind has a tendency to make mistakes when you've exhausted yourself. In my case, I still seem to make mistakes even when I'm wide awake.
I thought Annette was the clumsy one.
Oh, you know. I'm always mixing up the dates for drills or misplacing things. Just the other day, I forgot to put on my uniform and headed out to practice wearing only my... Well, you can imagine how embarrassed I was. My mind can be so scattered sometimes.
Interesting.
Anyway, where was I? Ah, that's right. What I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't push yourself too hard. If you do, you might end up in a pretty bad place. That reminds me, is there anything I can do to assist you, Professor?
You're not wrong, but I think I'm plenty aware of it. And of course, you try to help right away.
If it's all right with you, I'd like to help in any way I can.
I'm not sure about having you help. Focus on your studies.
It'll be fine. I might be clumsy, but I'll get better over time. I look forward to helping you out.
I guess they're both the clumsy ones. I'm not sure if that's sad or I'm just sad. Sure, why not? I haven't spoken with her yet, have I?
Hey, Professor. What are you doing daydreaming in a place like this? It's lucky. As spacey as you are, you're always reliable in a pinch.
Ooh. You were daydreaming too, weren't you?
Not as much as you.
You want to compete over this? I'll compete over this.
It's hard to tell what's going on in that skull of yours. Your expression is always blank. Come on, smile.
I can try.
I was just playing around. Don't get mad.
Oh, how would you know?
By the way, in the next battle, may I focus on logistical support? Off the battlefield, there's no use having a weakling like me in the middle of the action, and it would bring down morale if I were killed.
Would it really bring down morale? Oh, yeah, it would. I want you in the action. That's part of the plan. We have a plan. I have a game plan. Let's do this, Hilda. Don't object to it.
Have you even seen me, Professor? Look at these noodly little arms. I should be cheering everyone on from the sidelines. It'll certainly improve the boys' morale, don't you think?
Why are you not taking this seriously? I'm trying, Hilda. I'm really trying here.
Because even if I did, I would still be a weakling. My big brother is the type of person who's supposed to be on the battlefield. For me, it's just a waste of energy. It's pointless. Everyone's cut out for something different. The right person for the right task, you know? Please, Professor.
No.
Keep me off the battlefield, and maybe I won't tell everyone you were daydreaming.
So technically she's trying to blackmail me now. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yay. Excellent.
Let's do this.
Very well. Let's begin.
Well?
And they don't get along.
Experience is everything.
Guess I'm still growing.
I think I get it.
I'm getting the hang of it.
I'm getting it.
I learn with my heart, not my head.
I'd also recommend learning with your head, but, you know, heart isn't a bad place for that either. Okay, so I've been teaching everyone. I should be able to do 2 battles for this last bit here. I'm not gonna do this initially. It likely will let me do it next month, too. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. I'm not trying to, like, over-level myself either, so I don't want to do too many of these. So I should be able to go in and get people up to the point that I can have the basic classes on everyone.
Oh well.
I'm just getting started.
Well, that's, yeah.
I am still far from my best.
It's hard to be happy about this.
Could have been better, could have been worse.
I have to try harder.
I expected as much.
Don't expect much more than that.
Was there any doubt?
I can't believe I did it.
I actually passed?
Oh yeah! Nailed it!
That was a breeze.
Okay, don't know exactly where that's going to put it in terms of episodes, but I'm going to call that for a day, and I'll see you all next time. Now that we have everyone in their beginner classes. Drive safely, everyone. And continuing.
It really is an honor to accompany Catherine, wielder of Thunderbrand. I hear you're intimidating enough to silence the howling winds.
Howling... Oh. That's neat.
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
Why would Lord Lonato incite such a reckless rebellion? He had to have known he had no chance of winning.
It all goes back to the tragedy of Dusker.
I know about it, sort of, kind of.
It happened about 4 years ago. The king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus was murdered by the people of Dusker. And that about covers it, right?
To put it simply, yes. But there's more to that story. They had accomplices within the Lord Lonato's son. Speaking, whatever the well...
Report! Their numbers are...
It looks like our mission just...
Wait, technically Claude isn't required for this? That's weird. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I do
The
not...
enemy could be trying to surround us. Take down any...
Do not remember where they were.
The conditions are the same for both sides, but we're at a disadvantage for not knowing the terrain.
Oh, we'll be fine.
Proceed with...
Having done it before, and, like, we can actually see the terrain, mostly. So, I suppose there's little things, and we can't technically check it, but we can, like, see it, basically.
Yeah! Thank you!
I'm not setting a very good example.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord... Lord Lonato.
The nobles start the war, but it's the commoners who spill their blood first.
Interesting perspective. You definitely have some opinions on this already.
I'll aid you.
Not a chance. That vile woman. Kristoff, forgive me.
Yay, I kept all of them alive this time. Woo!
I never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
Do I? Okay, what do I get? Secret book goddess. Okay. Permanently increases luck by 4. Increases dexterity by... Both those are good. Yeah, just, send it to convoy. Okay, cool. I'm sort of in this in-between place of trying to both develop everyone properly, as well as not trying to take too long on them, and actually doing it.
Nice work, Teach. Still, that fight left a foul taste in my mouth.
Yeah, still a bit of the same. Sort of a shame he didn't, like, wait just a bit till shit went down and he could really, you know... He might even have enough sway in the kingdom to have drawn more support, like actual proper support from the kingdom to Edelgard's cause back when that was happening. I wonder how that might have changed stuff. Then again, he might be much smaller of a lord, a noble than I think he is, so...
That aside, did you see how Catherine fought?
I'm stronger. Yeah, I don't think being overconfident, like, in actuality would have been something anyone would develop in the life Emil has lived up till now.
Agreed. I thought the power of the hero's relics must be exaggerated, but I was clearly wrong. Makes you wonder about that legend.
There's an actual legend here? What do you mean?
Oh, it's nothing. Just the usual fanciful nonsense. An ancient relic that once cut a mountain in half with a single swing. That's what they say, anyway. But as amazing as Thunderbrand is, I don't think it fits that description. Apparently, relics can harness tremendous power for those with a compatible crest. Though you can technically use one so long as you have any crest at all. Yeah, I don't know. Long story short, I'd like to try cutting a mountain in half someday.
Didn't, Nader, or what's-his-face, use that exact same terminology or phrasing for describing sort of the creator?
Ooh, are you talking about relics? You'll be able to use one soon, Claude. I just know it. After all, you've already been selected as the next head of House Regan.
Easy there, Hilda. I don't know how apt soon is. My grandfather is still unbearably healthy. Oh, is this news to you, Teach?
Is what?
Yours truly was recently recognized as a legitimate child of House Regan. They possess one of the hero's relics too, though I've yet to see it.
What do you mean just recently? I'd love to know more about you, Claude.
I officially joined House Regan only last year. Before then, I lived with my father. When I learned that my mother was the daughter of an Alliance noble, I was so surprised I thought the whole world was pulling a fast one on me for a week.
So that means your mother is Duke Regan's daughter, right? Where is she now?
I can't say. My mother is currently living in a different world than the one she grew up in and has no desire to return home.
Okay. You sure have a lot of secrets, don't you?
That sounds like the biggest non-answer you can give. Basically saying, like, she has no interest in returning. Like, I can't, so you're just saying you can't say. You're not saying you don't know. Okay. At least you're not, I guess you're not hiding that, but you're sort of skirting around it a little bit.
I'm just keeping a promise to my parents. Make of that whatever you will. In exchange for my so-called secrecy, I'm free to do as I please. Which is why I decided to see what the other side of my family was like. That's how I found out about this strange crest I bear.
Professor, Claude, it sounds like the troops will be withdrawing soon. We should return as well.
We won. We should be celebrating. Instead, we're heading back with heavy hearts.
Whoa there, what's the matter? You look as sad as a kitten without any yarn. If we hadn't done what we did, the rebel army would have followed this road all the way to the monastery. And they would have crushed all the little villages along the way. We stopped that from happening. You should be proud.
Sorry to intrude, but this incident may be more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lenato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea Moon. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth.
Oh, isn't...
Thanks.
One day I'll get that.
Okay, so our task this moon is to patrol and guard the monastery in support of the knights, who are busy trying to stop an assassination plot. Here's the thing. I don't think the bad guys are really trying to assassinate the Archbishop.
Okay, shock and awe, everyone figures it out pretty quickly. Yes, it does seem like a distraction.
Precisely. That secret note with the assassination plot on it, there's just no way that was real. People don't just carry around secret notes. Someone wanted us to find it.
I almost wonder if the plan was because Edelgard does have the Crest of Flames, right? I wonder if the actual plan was actually to get that they sent out people to say, hey, get the contents of this tomb. They did it, and they didn't realize there was going to be a sword in there, but they got that to her, and then she could use the Sword of the Creator. I wonder if that was the initial intention of everything going down. And then when MC gets it, she looks at that and is like, huh, that's not what I was expecting.
You really think the assassination plot is just a distraction?
Oh yeah, that makes complete sense. But then, what are they really after?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be so worried. Let's see. It probably involves somewhere that will be empty during the Rite of Rebirth, yeah?
Then again, I still don't really know how much of the part 1 stuff here going on was really Edelgard's doing and how much of it was the Paleface's doings. Because obviously, they're not on the same page. They work together, but they're clearly going about doing whatever they want, independently of each other. They could be trying to get the Sword of the Creator and give it to her in order to prop her up for what she wants to do. So...
Since the ceremony is at the Goddess Tower, it follows that everywhere else at the Academy will be severely understaffed.
Do you think they're after the church's donation money? I hear noble families tend to donate quite generously.
My bet's on the dining hall. It's a treasure trove of delicious food. Makes me angry just thinking about them getting their grubby hands on it.
Raphael. Here's a piece of candy. Go have fun. We'll talk about this without you.
Let's split up and look around. I'll keep an eye on the reception hall.
You should get in some training if you have the time, Hilda. There's a good chance we'll have to fight.
Well, I'm not the only one who needs to train here. It's not right to single me out like that.
A secret meeting, Professor?
Oh, but of course.
Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seros, and that little go-getter there is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
Right, you were connected to her too. I associate you entirely with Rhea by this point.
Yep, she's teaching me about the bow and the sword and all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
Yeah, sure, why not? Just introduce more and more characters. That I could have sworn were introduced earlier, but I'm earlier in the game than I give myself credit for at the same time. Probably.
Professor, hi! I have a request for you, if that's okay. So, I want to join your class, please?
Sure. So there is stuff online with all the different, like, gameplay-based information for these various characters about actual thresholds you need to get to, based on your support level and what you actually need in terms of the stat and the skill. And apparently I got there quickly, particularly because I've been focusing on magic with Emil here.
Huh? Really? Oh, thank you! I'm so happy right now! I just know I'll be able to learn all sorts of things with your guidance. I can't wait.
No problem.
That's so.
I bought the ingredients for making some sweet treats I can't wait to eat. Huh? Oh, I know it looks like I'm fooling around, but I'm not. I'm preparing for potential battle during my patrol by making sure I have plenty of food I can eat while walking. Smart, huh?
Yeah. No, but sure, whatever you want to think.
I know! Once they're ready, I promise to share some with you.
So she did change dialogue once she joined my house. Okay, interesting. I haven't really been paying too much attention to everyone, and I have noticed some that sounded like, because I have been going around talking to some of the guys in my houses, outside of Claude, and it has sounded like some of them have been along those lines, but I can't say there's been anything that's been, like, interesting outside of, like, what we would have seen the first time around.
Hello! I'm in charge of managing all records for the Golden Deer House. Oh, but I don't have any information of note right now. Go ahead and continue your investigation and put a little extra effort into it, please.
Hilda. I hope you have a character arc. I really, really do. I really do.
No classes on. To figure out our foe's intentions, we need information. Lots of it. Or any, at the least. For now, try going around the monastery and looking for suspicious locations. You should also try chatting folks up to see if they know anything. Once we've got things narrowed down, let's meet up and compare notes.
No problem.
Can I ask you a favor?
Yep. Certainly can.
Not too shabby.
Three notes. There's someone I just can't seem to be. What's a quick and easy way to make them give up and say uncle? Having considered poison. Quick and easy never works. That's the answer she wants. Hard work, right? Yeah, that'll definitely never possibly maybe work. You'll definitely surpass me one day. Maybe. Nothing surpasses Harassville treaties more as a general study in strategy, but what book best covers local tactics? Opera Company newsletter. I don't know. Mercenaries? Yeah, good for you, Hubert. Eloise, Flame is an interesting young lady, but keep your distance. Senna's quite protective, and you wouldn't want to fan the flames of his wrath. Or should I say, fan the flames? A hedge between keeps friendships green. Yeah, I figured he'd like the wordplay. Because of course he would.
Eating delicious food really...
The food? I don't know if I could.
Practice.
Thanks for taking...
Yes. Go on.
Nick!
I have 13 people that I can instruct regularly, so with the 7 activity points, I'm getting to the point where I can motivate them all and get 2 weeks out of it at this point. Sorcery is my natural talent, so it's inevitable that I choose to be a warlock. It's not easy, but no need to fear. I will never tire of studying reason. Nah. Sorry, buddy. I have a game plan for all of you. Host tea party with Balthus. Fuck yeah. I don't care if he's in this or not. Hey. Flame's not my first tea party, it's Balthus. Oh boy. Sure.
What's the latest, pal? Got any hot tips for making gold fast?
Y'all really need money, don't ya?
Thanks. Smells pretty good. Really?
Yeah, I figured he liked talking about himself. I'm the king of grappling, he says.
Makes sense.
I don't know what he's doing great work on, but he's doing great work. Money-making secrets. What? You don't want to talk about that? Because you don't have any? Oh, whatever. I figured we'd be like discussing like ideas for it and stuff, like trying to come up with some stuff like that.
That too was...
Oh well.
Yeah! I'll sing so loud that my voice is gonna reach the sky!
I can't sing very loud.
I'm ever so grateful.
With you on my side, we're solid.
I can go with you.
Can't argue with results, can you?
I think I get it now.
I feel like I get it now.
This...
It's start.
I'll keep...
I'd better get...
Professor.
I'd be really useful if I could fire a bow more accurately from horseback. Think we could work on my riding along with my bow skills? The answer is no, as usual. You all will do exactly as I tell you. I just like get in the middle of the room behind it. You will do exactly what I say.
Finally done. Not bad.
Experience is everything.
My efforts have borne fruit.
Guess I'm still growing.
I think I get it.
Haha, I'm starting to get it. I learn with my heart, not my head.
I'm just getting started. I thought I gave it my all.
My efforts are paying off.
Well, that's, yeah.
I'm still a delicate flower, you know.
I guess I feel a little stronger.
Gotta keep improving.
Me too.
Making my muscles proud.
Good enough for me.
Now I can do so much better. Nobles must be strong.
A change for the better.
I'm getting better.
Can't get comfortable.
Life doesn't always go as planned. Well, that's, yeah.
Yes, I got a birthday gift from Claude. It's also Claude's birthday, and yes, I purposely made them the same, because I couldn't think of any better one to choose. Hey, buddy. Here, what's the best one I actually have at the moment? Almiran Pine Needles. The tea is comprised of oxidized pine needles from eastern Elmira, giving a distinct earthy tone. Sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I make you wait? I ran as fast as I could. It's a nice smell. I think I love this one.
Do ya?
Thanks.
Okay.
Tastes great.
Okay. I don't know. You haven't said much about that. You haven't said much about that. Maybe? You actually sound like that would be an interesting conversation, especially with all the trouble you'd probably get into. Yeah.
Wow. Right.
The rules. So this is either going to be discussing rules so we can break them, or working hours might not be one of them. Nah, that was fine.
Wow.
I want to know more about you.
Sure. Blush. Sure, nod.
Wow.
For some reason, that's the right one. I could have commended him for, like, I admire your inquisitive personality. I could have blushed. And, you know... God damn it. Did not think about that much more. Observe. Still don't get the point of this.
Teach.
It's whatever. Whatever. Studying government. I'm sure you'd enjoy that, yeah?
So relaxing. Oh, thanks.
Well, maybe.
I'm afraid I've stayed too long. Thanks for the tea. Let's plan to do this again sometime.
Sure, why not? Okay. And I think that's probably where I want to leave it. My goodness, everyone has something. I've been putting it off. Oh. So Emil could have some, but some of them are just blocked off by the wonderful world of story progression. Woo! Okay. Well. I didn't feel like doing these at the moment, so... I could just do these now. It's not like I'm gonna be... It's not like there's no real reason not to at this point, basically. So, let's go. More C ranks. Woo!
Claude?
Oh, Marianne. Have the gods taken pity on my lost soul and revealed a sign to me? I've been researching the 10 elites of Fodlan, but I can't tell fact from fiction. Anyhow, what can I help you with?
Well, I found this pendant, and I think it's yours.
Ah, right you are. Yeah, honestly, I'd resigned myself to never seeing it again. It's a keepsake from my uncle, who has passed on. If I truly lost it, my grandfather would have had my head. Thanks for returning it to me, Marianne. You saved my tail.
Please, it was nothing. I should be...
No, I think that's enough researching for today. Why don't you join me for a nice chat?
I just came to deliver the pendant.
Sounds awfully lonely to only talk to those whom you have business with. Do you really dislike talking to people that much?
It's just... I never know what to say. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. We'll figure it out as we go. Tell me, are you like this with your father too? Within the Alliance, Margrave Edmund is prone to debate. With a father like that, I would have thought...
Margrave Edmund is my adoptive father.
Oh, is he? I didn't know. Where were you born?
That is none of your concern.
Well, okay. Well, so much for that. Oh, a lot of adoptees. And, or people that are just, like, not the attention of their, parentage.
I really must be going.
She's hiding something, that much is clear. But that just makes me all the more desperate to know her secrets.
I never had gotten the impression she was hiding something from the other ones. Maybe that's a driving force in why she's so... like that. Like, she could talk about this one little thing, but then... there we have it. Now we have a thingamabob. Now we have a secret we need to talk about because It's the only thing she can think of. And it even came up naturally here.
Is the water supposed to be this cold? God, my hand slipped again.
Hey, what's that noise? What are you doing?
Sorry. I'm sorry, okay? Another fine mess I've gotten myself into.
What happened, Claude? You're soaked.
The student whose turn it was to do the dishes today was ill, so I volunteered to take his place. The dining hall lady was on my case the whole time for breaking plates and getting water everywhere. Actually, not everywhere, mostly on myself. It was just one big mess. It wore me right out, too. I could really use a nap about now.
You might be a noble with a fancy bloodline, but you sure don't act the part.
Being noble or common doesn't have anything to do with washing dishes.
Ho, I dare say most nobles would refuse to do it. But hey, I prefer it your way. You don't act like you're better than everyone.
I'm honored that you acknowledge my greatness. And I'm rather fond of your blunt way of praising a person's strengths, too.
Really? To be honest, I don't actually trust my own ability to read people. I like to look for the good in them, but that doesn't always mean it's really there. I mean, you seem like a good person, but your heart could be black for all I know.
You say you can't figure people out, but what you said just now was pretty shrewd. It's wise not to trust appearances alone.
Right. Which is the first step it's the first step to truly understanding someone. You don't just trust what you see immediately. First impressions are just first impressions, etc., etc., etc.
I'll keep that in mind. Though, I'm not sure I should be taking advice from someone covered in dish suds.
Yeah, I see your point.
Creepity creep.
Huh?
Let's just leave it there. Claude really seems like he either really doesn't get along with people, or really gets along with people. Well, actually, not really gets along, but more like he has an instant, like, yeah, we get each other a bit sort of vibe with some people, and then everyone else is just like, fuck you and fuck everything you stand for.
Living in a land that's dark and blinded by the frigid cold, creeping through the loneliness for ages untold.
Huh?
In your heart, you're desperate for the sweet embrace of light, pushing through and crawling with all of your might. Here, creepity creep. Now, creepity creep.
Let's just let that settle for a little bit here. It sure doesn't sound like a church hymn or anything like that.
Oh, Claude, you weren't, watching me, were you?
I saw the whole ritual, yes. You have a gift, Annette. I could watch that all day. In fact, I just might.
Claude! Can you please forget you saw that? I was just making up a silly song to pass the time while watering the plants.
Sure. It could be my secret serenade, if you so please. But tell me, you were born in Fargus, right?
Yes, that's right.
I thought so. You're really talented, you know. It's been a while since I heard a song like that. One that stirs me to my very soul.
Soul-stirring? My creepity creep song? I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
I never, ever exaggerate. In fact, it reminded me of rituals we have back where I grew up. We'd gather around a blazing fire and spend the whole night caught up in song and dance. Not unlike what you just demonstrated.
Huh.
Really, the dance I'm thinking of is exactly like the one you just did. We'd scream like beasts and then jump up and roll around. It's freeing, isn't it?
Scream? Like a beast? That is not what I was doing! And what's this weird ritual you're talking about?
Even better than your angelic voice were your lyrics. I can't even begin to fathom the deep meaning they contain, but maybe if we talk about it...
Deep meaning? No, just... no.
Oh, I get it. It's the sort of thing you have to figure out for yourself. Okay, don't tell me. Give me time. I'll work it out.
Work what out?
Oh, have you already watered the plants? Sorry, I'm just realizing it was supposed to be my turn this week.
No, it's fine. Really.
Okay, see you later then. Creepity creep.
He is not gonna let this go, is he?
I'm pretty sure he's messing with her, but I'm not 100% convinced. And that's in itself is a little bit of a problem. A little itty bit of a problem.